All right, it's that time of year where we are trying to find either gifts for ourselves or gifts for friends or, treat yourself. I found a great list of things I found on sale here for camera-related things, camera-related gear, things of that nature for either the photographer, videographer, or filmmaker in your life or yourself. Fair warning, I spent 2 hours on this list and I did not find a lot of things because just this year it feels like people don't want us to save a lot of money. So a lot of things are on Amazon, and I'm going to put all the things in the description down below, all the links that you'll need. Please use these links, by the way. If you use them, there's no extra charge to you, but if you do use a link to purchase something, I do receive a very small kickback from it as well. It helps me keep the lights on as well as make more content for you in the future. But let's go ahead and get started, look at some of the things here on the list. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. All right, so for starters, it's not camera related, but the Amazon Fire Stick 4K, it's on sale, the newest model, Wi-Fi 6, streaming over 1.5 million movies, yada yada. It dropped down from $49 down to $21.99. Amazon Show, newest model, again, dropped down about 47% off, goes from $149 to $79.99. Now, great pickup right here is an SD card reader for iPhone and iPad. It's $8.39, right? So you have Amazon Prime, free shipping, $8.39 after taxes, about $10. That is a lifesaver for you, especially when you're in a shoot and you need to drop footage quickly, either for social media client, sports related client, fashion show, yada yada yada. You need a quick turnaround. There's your go-to. This memory card case is actually one that I use. It's water resistant. You can put up to 36. These are like your SD cards, basically, regular size and micro. You can put some CF Express in there if they're not too big, but again, less than $10. Now, this speed light right here it is also compatible with Canon, Nikon, Sony, Panasonic, etc., etc. It's less than $50. It's 28% off, right? Which is less than 30%, which isn't ideal. But to pick up a speed light like this is great, especially if you're doing event-based stuff, because you have lighting that you can carry with you at any place you're going. For less than $50, that's a steal. Not gonna lie to you. Okay. In regards to this little device right here, this is like a hot shoe mount for your phone. The reason you use this is if you're trying to pick up some, make content while you're working, get that POV shot, right? Those POV motions. This is fantastic because also a lot of modern iPhones do give you the ability to be able to use and color grade their footage depending on what model you have. Even then, standard iPhone footage is still pretty solid. So I would pick that up as well. Again, that's about $10. This is a cute little mug. I have one of these. I think I might have lost one. I might order a new one, but it looks like it's a little camera lens. So this is fantastic. It's a great way to showcase your personality. And I used to use one of these at work, and people would be like, "Dude, are you drinking out of a lens?" So it's pretty cool. Also made friends in public by using this mug because people didn't know I was a photographer because I'm in public, and other photographers came and found me. I can tell you right here, this K&F Concepts 82mm variable fader. They also have different thread sizes down here in case you don't see, in case 82 is too big for you, right? You're using like, was it 77, 67, 72, etc., etc. They do have other sizes available, right? But this 82 variable ND, this is a great pickup because it's also a CPL. And it's $59, right? It's only 20% off, which I wish it was like 30 to 40% off. But for $60, what you're getting out of this is fantastic, right? You can put this in a ton of different situations and a ton of different lighting scenarios where you can still get a good, crisp, clean image. We're talking about from 2 stop to 32. Now that's a huge range there. There's a lot that you can play with there, but from 2 to 32 for all of $60 as opposed to picking up indie filter that can only do this range, was it like 2 to 7 or 2 to 9, 2 to 10, stuff like that, 2 to 8, depending on what you're getting it from. But I feel like I'm getting my indie my variable filter. I feel like I'm getting those wrong for the ranges. I feel like I'm getting them wrong, but they are very limited. So see, 2 to 32 is actually pretty unique. And K&F Concepts, they make pretty solid stuff. I like going with them. This one is a very interesting one for me. This is a 18mm. You don't see this very often. It's something that's nice to play with because it's a different focal length, right? 16mm you see a lot, but 18 it's a little closer, but it's pretty much the same look and feel, and it's so much closer to the camera, right? But this works for Sony E-mount, APS-C, prime lens, You can also use it for a variety of other cameras as well. And best thing is, it's 47 bucks. That's a great gift, right? That's not even like a gag gift. That is something people can definitely pick up and use and integrate into their regular everyday life. And it can also double as like a vlogging lens if you're new to content creation and you have a DSLR for you. Make sure this is compatible with your camera though before you pick it up. That's the one thing I would definitely say for that one. Ooh, right here, this little charging replacement. This is something that I actually use. It's best for Sony cameras. I'm Sony. I do Sony and Nikon, but this is really Sony based. So Sony, you got the 6400, ZV-E10, A7 II, 5100, 6500, 6300, 6100, A7, A7R2, A7S2, A7S. Yes, I did. Yeah. But you can. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's actually charging pretty fast. It's only 30 bucks. Another great pickup. If you're new to photography or someone who needs photography gear, I would definitely pick this up right here. The 5-in-1 photography reflector, light reflector for photography. Why'd they say? Hold on. 5-in-1 photography reflector, light reflectors for. If you already said photography reflector, okay, my bad. I was just reading it out loud. That just confused me. But it's 15 bucks. It's a great gift or something nice to get for yourself. One warning, if you don't know how to fold these up, watch some YouTube videos, watch some TikTok videos, you learn how to do it. It's really just take the two ends, you twist it together, it's gonna collapse on itself and you know, it really collapses on itself and you can put it away. If you don't know how to do that, it's gonna be a learning period. Now, I say that it's really easy to do because it is easy for me to do because I've been doing it for so long now, but just one day it just kind of clicks. This is a great pickup right here, the newer V mount for 99 watt. Basically with this, this is 65 watt, right? Yeah, 65 watts, excuse me. For $76.99, 65 watt means you can pick this up and you can shoot for extremely long periods of time, right? We're talking about you can pull off, 2 4-hour shoots in the same day, depending on the camera that you're using. And as long as you make sure you're saving on your camera as well between shots or between setups before you don't have to. But for the V-mount battery that you can put onto any camera rig, because it has, I want to say, let me double check. I don't make sure this is the right one. Yeah. It has D-tap, DC 8 volts and DC 12 volts and USB Type-C. So many modern DSLR cameras will take USB Type-C for a power option. Trust me, picking one of these up is fantastic. It's much better than having to use the actual batteries because while those batteries are great, sometimes they do run out. But if you have a nice solid V-mount battery, you're good for all day. Ooh, right here. I think I put this on here twice. I did. What is the difference? I think these are the same. Let's go. These are pretty much the same. They are. I don't know why I did that, but okay. So the cheaper option here, a Asus Pro Art display is beautiful if you're looking for color grading and trying to make sure your colors are accurate, whether it's photography or for video. This is absolutely fantastic pickup for 200 bucks. I do wish it was like 175, 150, but if you're looking to take that next step into your color accuracy in your work, definitely will pick one of those up. I'll go ahead and get rid of this one. Now, another great pickup right here. This is the DJI Mini 4K for $239. If you're looking to get into getting those great aerial shots, this is a fantastic entry level right here, and it can last for a long time, right? We're talking about 10 kilometers video transmission, which is insane. Under 249 grams, 3-axis gimbal stabilization, auto return, wind resistant, 1 battery for 31 minutes of max flight time. Dude, for $250, that is a beautiful Christmas gift or a gift for yourself easily. Did find the Canon R100 here for $499, and it's typically, to get this plus lens is usually like $899, so it's 400 bucks off. That's a pretty good deal. See right here, 299. Okay, 829. I was pretty close to 899. That's the last time I saw it, but considering the fact you're getting the camera kit lens and 24 megapixels, 4K sensor, RF mount, that's pretty solid, right? Get the camera body and the kit lens. This is actually the tripod I'm using right now to record this, and I've been using it for years. I love it. I got it for the 109 because it was on sale. Picked this up for $879. This is fantastic. Not really for photo, more for video, especially for if you're working in conditions where it's like filmmaking, in particular for like heavier sets. This is fantastic. Okay, we have the plate knob here. We've got the tilting lock, pan lock, and you've got the thread handle, right? And yes, the quick release plate does tell you which side to put the lens towards, so that's very important. Right here, these are two pickups I think are pretty nice. The newer selfie light with a front and back phone clip. If you're looking to make content on the go, or like a nice little reliable camera, reliable light for, you know, video calls, I picked that up, especially for streaming. But this is something I think is probably a little better in regards to that, because the newer magnetic RGB light. Now the thing is, because it's RGB, you do get more you can do with. And this is fantastic pickup for situations where you need to backlight something, whether it's a product or you have a nice wide shot in the room, like maybe backlight some books or something like that, so you can fill up some of those shadows in your scene. And it's only $13. That's a pretty solid deal. By the way, some of these deals you have to have Amazon Prime in order to get it. I don't have it right now, so that's what you're seeing. This right here is a steal that I might actually have to buy by myself for the camera suction cup mount, especially for your car. But think of it, you use it for your car while you're driving, put it on a window or on a mirror for like a top-down shot in the scene. You can put this almost anywhere on a ton of different surfaces to get some great pickup shots. So it's only 31 bucks for that option. You know what I mean? You don't have to be so limited in your shot selection. Okay, the Aperture Amran 150C, which is actually my key light right here. Instead of paying the full $359, you're only paying $287, and it is fully RGB. I love it. It's a great go-to whether I'm doing photo or video. It's a great continuous light. And right now, as bright as this is in front of me, this is like 15%. It's either 12 to 15%. It's not very bright right now, which lets you know at 15%, I have 85%. It's gonna be insanely bright if I turn everything up, right? So $287, that's a great deal price. Or if you're trying to go for something under 100 bucks, you have the GVM. I've also worked with them. They're fantastic. This is less than 100 bucks. Now it is you can't, at the set, I do believe it's set at 5600 Kelvin, which is daylight color if you don't know. So I don't believe it's I do believe it's a continuous light, but it's like, you get that one color and that's it. So you do daylight, which is fantastic for your camera, but no RGB if you're trying to do anything colored wise. Now also the Amran 60D S video light for $135. I'd also pick this one up if you're more comfortable using Amran, because not everybody's comfortable using Great Video Maker. I would pick this up. The 60D, I believe, is actually over here in the corner. This is either GVM or, because I have a 60D from Amran. This is either Amran or Great. I think this is a Great Video Maker right here in my corner back here as my, as this like hair light back here to separate me from the background. But this is basically just the same thing. This is great, especially if you are trying to do situations where like you're streaming, or if you need to have a handheld light where you can take it on location with you, and you don't want to put it down, or you don't have the space to put it down. Like for example, if you're shooting in the woods or something like that, and you're by yourself, or you're like shooting in public, and cough, cough, wink, wink, you can't stay in one location for too long for whatever reason, because maybe you're in a traffic area, right? Or heavy foot traffic area, something like that. Get your picture, get your video, skedaddle. This is perfect, because you can see right here that if you have these two batteries, you put it on there and you're still good to go, right? I don't believe this entire handle and setup is included though. I don't think that's included. Yeah, I don't think that's included whatsoever. But if you're just getting started into the video making thing or photography, this will be great. Now, 5700 is a little over 5600 for daylight, but can the average person tell? No. For less than 100 bucks, this is perfect for you. This is actually where I started and where I got to learn a lot of my lighting principles and subjects from. So it's 77 bucks. It's usually 111, 115. So the fact you're getting the lights with the light kit with 2 light bulbs, that's a great steal. And I do believe that these little stands are included as well in the packaging. Now, if you want to pick up something that includes the backdrop for a little bit extra, you get the soft boxes, you get the 5700 Kelvin, 800 watts. You also get these like reflectors that can help. They're not really reflectors. It's just kind of like diffused lighting, right? So that's also a great option to pick up. And something I would probably do, especially if you're trying to look into getting into like green screen, or just for backdrops. Backdrops can also work for, basically this backdrop in the back. If you don't want to use the green screen they give you, you don't have to do that. You can pick up some extra backdrops, white, black, gray, whatever color you need, for like 30, 40 bucks. They're not crazy expensive, especially if you get the cloth ones instead of paper. Paper's awesome, but paper gets heavy and runs out. Cloth, the problem with cloth is that it does stain very easily. So All these will be listed down below in the description. I do see a few more right here. You go to Best Buy, the Sony ZV-1F log camera for content creators is for $399. You're saving about $100 right there. I do believe Walmart had a crazy one I was looking at. Yeah, Walmart has the Sony Alpha ZR-V or 5 for, you're saving about $600 at $2,799. That's a pretty solid steal, not gonna lie to you. Let's see if I have anything else I was looking at in particular. I was looking at B&H, and I didn't see anything that stood out in particular for me. Unless you want to pick up this 128 gigabyte professional silver micro SD. I don't use micro, so I probably wouldn't. Now the pro grade, this pro grade digital right here for 128, and you get 2 of them for $67. That's a pretty good one. I don't like the Gorilla Pod. I've just never been a big fan of it personally. So I want to say that's pretty much everything I found. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking at some of these fog machines. If you want to pick up a fog machine for $40, I would do it. The reason why some people may ask, why would you include a fog machine? Well, because when you're using a fog machine, it does give you the added, like je ne sais quoi, the depth, the drama for whatever your shot is or for your scene. A lot of times when you're seeing like the light streaks and the light rays, you're trying to figure out like, how are they doing that? It's because they used a fog machine or used like atmosphere in a can and they sprayed it around. But those are all the deals I found for you. I wish I could find some better ones. If I do find some better ones, I'll upload another video. But again, 2024, this year for Black Friday, there aren't a ton of great deals out there. But, you know, one great one I saw was like a Hisense 55-inch, 4K TV, blah, 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 for like $178. That's a pretty solid deal, right? Then I also turned around and saw another TV that was not nearly, didn't have half the specs for the same price, which is weird. But in terms of finding things for yourself or for your camera-related friends, these are some great options for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you find any type of deals that I missed, perhaps, let me know. If you have any deals in particular that you think are interesting, let me know down in the comment section below. As always, it's half for you for now. Until next time, peace.